Namaskar. Welcome to the example number 3 for the event Financial Prospects. In this example, we are going to study a male chart who is into textile business. His textile business is in a moderate level, not in a big level like we discussed in the previous examples. But his earnings also moderate from the textiles. But whatever the earnings are coming, he is investing in the form of properties or assets. So his investment in the properties, the finance, he is getting that financial gain more from the properties. It means by reselling the properties from to a good with a good margin and some gain from the properties by way of rent, and mostly he is investing into the properties, and like real estate also he is selling, not exact like real estate. He's investing into the properties, and after some time he's selling that property in a very with a very good what do you call margin, and is getting very good profit or gain from the properties more than from the what do you call from the business. So we in this video we're going to check how the destiny is supportive for the native for earning from the business, and that earnings are converted into properties. That properties are further supporting for him for a better financial earnings, that we are going to check in this video. Example number 3, above average financial position and earnings from business and properties. We are going to study in this video with the help of the EPS tables. This is the birth chart of that example number 3, born on 22nd May 1971, 9:08 a.m. in Tamil Nadu. Before proceeding further to the self-signification study, let us have a general discussion on the birth chart. Let me open the North Indian chart. Now let us study the general discussion on the birth chart. This native is born in Gemini Lagna. Gemini Lagna born. Lagna Lord is Mercury, also fourth Lord, posted in the 10th house. Lagna Lord, fourth Lord, Mercury posted in the 10th house in the sign of Aries, Mars. Sixth Lord and 11th Lord, Mars is aspecting to that Mercury. Lagna Lord, fourth Lord is aspected by the Rasi Lord, Mars, which is sixth Lord and 11th Lord. From the 7th house, it is aspecting it. So it is favorable. And that Mercury is conjoined with the Venus. Venus is fifth Lord. Lagna Lord connected to fifth Lord is fine, but also 12th Lord, it is indicating some weakness. And Moon is second Lord. Second Lord, Moon also conjoined. So Lagna Lord is also fourth Lord, conjoined with second Lord in the sign of the Mars. Mars is sixth Lord and 11th Lord, aspecting from the 7th house close to the 8th cusp, aspecting to it. So that way, that second Lord Moon and Lagna Lord Mercury are getting the connection of the 1, 2, 4, and 10, along with that 6 and 11 grouping, and also 7th house and 8th house. You can see from the 7th house, it is aspecting connected to the 8th house. So 8 and 11 grouping, 8, 6, 11, 8, 6, 11. Mars is aspecting to the second lord and also Lagna lord. It is supportive for the earning by sudden gaining. It means, Mars, Karaga planet for the properties, land also, the two 11th lord and 6th lord, close to the 8th cusp, it is aspecting the occupant of its sign. second lord and also fourth lord and also Lagna lord. So it is supportive for some sudden gain. 8 and 11 houses are sudden gain, unexpected gain from the properties. That is also it is indicating. Similarly, the role of the 12th house and 5th house also supportive for others also. It is indicating some weakness, but still favorable on the higher side. And because of this 12th house signification, it is supportive for investment also. It is supportive for the gain to others. It means it is reducing profits, we can say that, but it is supportive for the good, gain from the properties also. And because occupying 10th house, that also we can say that it is supportive for the business and supportive for the gain also, but gain is comparatively lesser. That we have to check with the extended significations, right? So the 10th lord planet, which is the 10th lord planet? 10th lord is Jupiter. Jupiter is occupying the fifth house, right? Jupiter is occupying the fifth house in the sign of Mars. Mars is posted in the 7 and 8. So, 10th Lord is posted in the fifth house, that is aspected by Saturn and Sun. Saturn is 8th Lord and 9th Lord from the 11th house, that is good. And Sun is also aspecting to it, so 3rd Lord. So, that is also supportive for the 10th house matters by way of supports for the gain from the business. But here the second house matters, that is second lord moon is connected to the 12th house and also 5th house and also Lagna lord and 4th lord. It is supportive for, financial prospect with some weakness because of this, and also further supported by Mars signifying 6 and 11 from the 7 8 house significators. It is supportive for some sudden gain also. So that way the second lord is occupying the 10th house and aspected by its Rasi Lord Mars and conjoined with 5th Lord, 12th Lord, it is mixed one, but connected to the Lagna and 4th Lord, it is good. Now, we have to check the 7th star lord. 7th cusp is ruled by Moon, Mercury, and Mercury. So, Mercury is the star lord of the second house, and Mercury is the sublord for the second house also. Where is Mercury posted? Mercury is nothing but the Lagna lord and 4th lord also. So, that's already discussed. Moon is second lord, Mercury second star lord, and also sublord. That is good. So second rulers are connected to each other, that itself indicating adding strength. And because of the 5 and 12 signification, it is indicating some weakness and gain to others. And whenever the Lagna is connected to 5th house and also 7th house and also 11th house, it is supportive for Lagna's personal happiness in helping others. Others will get benefited. Whoever is coming to the Lagna will have the helping tendency so that the Lagna will feel happy. That is the signification of this 5, 7, 11. Lagna is connected to that. That is what happening here, but only by of extended signification, the intensity of this will we have to check it. So Mercury we already discussed. Mercury is fourth sublord, and sorry, Lagna sublord, and Lagna lord and fourth lord. Also second star lord and second cuspal sublord. That Mercury is also fourth cuspal sublord. So that we are going to discuss in detail, extended signification, we'll easily find it. But as for now, Moon planet is the second lord, and star lord and sublord for the second house is Mercury. Mercury also conjoined with the moon. That way it is supportive. That too in the 10th house, it is indicating supportive for a notable position. So that way it is good, and further it is supported by the Mars by way of aspect. I think you're able to understand. So now that occupant of the second house is Ketu. So Ketu is occupying the second house. So what is the Ketu signification? Occupying second house means, okay, the Ketu, the Karaka planet, in general, it is going to restrict the signification. Rahu is going to expand, Ketu is going to restrict. So Ketu is occupying second house, but by way of the signification, what sort of strength it is going to get, we have to check it. Ketu is aspected by Saturn and Ketu aspected by Mars also. Saturn is 8th lord and 9th lord, from the 11th house it is aspecting. Mars is 4th, 6th lord and 11th lord, from the 7th house it is aspecting. So second house occupant is getting the support from the favorable key planets. That way it is good. Ketu represents moon. That moon already we discussed. Second lord is supported by the favorable Mercury and weak Venus also. Now the Ketu is in the sign of moon. Ketu in the star of, you can see Ketu in the star of Mercury. Mercury is Lagna Lord, fourth Lord occupant, 10th house, that already we discussed. So second occupant, Ketu also in the star of good significator, 1, 4, 10 significator, supported by the other planets also. So that way the second house matters occupant also is supported by the favorable key planets by way of star lord, by way of aspect of the planets which are aspecting to the second house, that Ketu also, right? So that way second house matters are supportive for the notable, financial position. And you can see second house matters are well connected to the fourth house. So when second house connected to fourth house, automatically third house from the second house, money is being converted into the properties, because fourth cusp is falling moreover in the sign of Virgos and earthy sign. That is also further supporting for the investment in property, because fourth lord is Mercury, 12th lord is Venus, and second lord is moon. Second lord, 12th lord, and fourth lord. So this is supportive for money, property, and investment. That too in the 10th house, it is also supportive for the business investment also. And Mars also aspecting to that, gain from that 6, 11, and 8, unexpected gain, sudden gain. That too Rahu is also connected. Eighth house. Eighth house means sudden, unexpected. That too in the earthy side. Mars is here exalted and aspecting to that. So sixth house, seventh house, eighth house, and 11th house are all supportive for sudden gain. The two Mars Karaka planet for properties, that is also aspect into the fourth house and second house. So money earning from the, what you call properties also indicated by sudden gain. This is the, general study. So, but only by way of extended signification, the overall intensity, whatever we are talking, that is going to be further increased or decreased only by way of studying the detailed analysis. But as far as that general study is concerned, second house matters. That financial prospect is, it is better, is good only. With sudden gain, it's also promised. And of course, obstacles are also present because of the that 5 and 12 signification, and 8 house is also connected. So 5, 8, 12 grouping also present. It is supportive for others also. So that way it is supportive for both the native and also others. Now, which is going to be more stronger? Whether others are going to get more stronger, benefited by the native, or Lagna is going to get benefited, and how far the financial prospects are going to be there, that we are going to study with the help of the key planets, that is self-signification study and also destiny. Now we have studied in general. Now let us go to the self-significations and check the self-signification strength and give the respective colors also. I have chosen the event finance, money, and now let us check the self-significators and planet colors. By proper study on the self-signification itself will indicate overall strength and weakness of the any event, whatever we choose. Now Ketu. Ketu occupying second house is good. Representing moons 2, 10, 4, 8, 12, and 6. So 8 and 12 is obstacle, but 2, 10, 4, 6 are good only. So occupying second house good. Because of some obstacles by the second planet, Ketu, we can give light green. Venus. Fifth Lord, 12th Lord occupying 10th house, 3, 7, 11 cuspal star Lord and 10th cuspal sublord. So this grouping is very good for the business, also for the financial prospects. But 5 and 12 moving towards this one, it has got some weakness to the Lagna, gain to the opponent. So Venus we can give pink shade. It is mixed one. Sun, third lord, 11th occupant. This is good for the, sales point of view, or third house matters are going to give some benefit gain to the Lagna. But 9 and 12 are unfavorable or mixed significator. It is supportive for the third house, but 9 and 12 for the finance, it is not so good. So we can make it Sun is also mixed one, because 311 is good, 9 and 12 is weak. Moon, 210 is good. Second lord occupying 10th house, and 4, 8, 12 star lord and 6th cuspal sublord. Second house matters moving towards 10, and 4 is fine. 6th sublord also fine, but 8 and 12 are indicating some obstacles and hurdles, right? But 2, 10, 4, 6 are favorable only. So that way we can give it moon also either light green or blue. Because of the 8 and 12 grouping are present, we can go for the blue, because this is got favorable along with that 8 and 12. But 6, 8, 12 grouping also can cause some sort of financial stress. So because of that, I'm giving blue. Otherwise, it is good only. Mars planet, 6th Lord, 11th Lord occupying 7th house, close to 8th cusp. That is not a problem. Third cusp also Lord. That is also fine only. It's good grouping, being 6th Lord and 11th Lord. But because of this 8th house and 7th house, it is indicating some weakness. Suppose it was having any 9th house or 5th house or 12th house in the CST or CSL, then unfavorable strength would have been more. Now it is not like that. So Mars we can give it is light green color, because favorable 6, 11, 7 and 3. So 7 and 8 both are coming unfavorable, but the grouping is not good. But favorable grouping is more, being the 6th lord and 11th lord, it is good. Rahu, 8th occupant and 9th star lord. This is not good. 8th occupant and 9th star lord representing Saturn, 8, 9, 11, 1, 5, 7, 11. These grouping are good only, but 8 and 9 are indicating some weakness. Because of that, we can give it's a light red because of the 8 and 9. But because of the second planet has got some supportive, favorable significations for the Lagna. But since Rahu has got both 8 and 9, I'm not giving dark red, I'm giving only light red to differentiate from other planets. It has got some weakness, right? Jupiter, 7th Lord, 10th Lord occupying 5th house, 1, 5 star Lord. So for the financial prospect, it is not so good, but it is also not indicating strong unfavorable. So we can say this Jupiter is, the planet is, it's also mixed one, 7, 10 and 5. Gain to the opponent and supportive to the Lagna. And it is supportive, it is not very good for the financial prospect. So Jupiter we can give the pink shade, because mixed one. Saturn. Saturn planet is 8th lord, 9th lord, occupying 11th house, 1, 5, 7, and 11 cuspal sublord. You see, 8th lord is not good. 9th lord occupying 11, 9, 11, 1, 5, 7, 11 are good for the Lagna's happy life. And also, you can see that 8 and 11 supportive for the Lagna Saturn gain also, and 1, 5, 7, 11. Whenever the Lagna sublord, also 5th sublord, also 7th sublord, also 11th sublord, and also having got 11 here, Lagna, it is the Lagna sublord is on its own. It is very cool and it will handle the situation easily. Not going to take anything very seriously, or no stress is indicated, though it is eighth lord. But 1, 5, 7, 11, it is indicating more helpful nature to others. Lagna and also 7th house and 5 and 11. It is both favorable to the Lagna and also to the other people. Helping tendency. Otherwise, the people whoever they're coming to that Lagna, then Lagna will help them by that nature. And because he has got the Bhagya 9 and 11 moving towards 1, 5, 7, 11, it is good for the Lagnas. I mean, and also the people who are all joining hands. So others will get benefited here also. That also you have to keep it in mind. So that Saturn is good only, but for the financial prospects and because of the 11th house, 11, 1, 11 are good, but 9th house and 5, 8th house are indicating some weakness. So Saturn also we can give it as pink, mixed one. Mercury. 1, 4, 10, 2, 6, 10, 2, 4, 8 cuspal sublord. Lagna lord, 4th lord occupying 10th house is good, and 2, 6, 10 cuspal star lord, that is karma trikon, and the 2nd sublord, and also 4th sublord, and also 8th sublord. 8th sublord is indicating some obstacles, but 2, 4, it is good for the money, and also 4th house is good for the properties. 1, 4, 4th lord itself is 2nd sublord and 4th sublord. 3rd house to the 2nd house, 4th house. And 8th house is unexpected. That is also supportive for unexpected gain also. But the 8th house also indicating his money is getting blocked by with others. And but only 8th house, no other unfavorable houses are signified. I mean, so that this is going to cause some obstacle, but favorable for the Lagna's financial prospects and also supportive for the assets also, because 2 and 4, right? So Mercury is going to be light green because of the 8th sublord. I have given light green to differentiate. Otherwise, you can see Ketu is green and Mars is green, Mercury is green, and Jupiter, Saturn, Venus, Sun. Venus is mixed and Sun also mixed. You can see mixed planet also having good grouping. 10, 3, 7, 11 and 10. 3, 7, 11 and 10. Here, Moon has got 3 and 11. So 11th house is coming here also coming 3 and 11. And what else? That pink shade, Jupiter. Jupiter is 7, 10, 5, 1, 5. So this is the only planet which is not having that favorable houses to the Lagna. I mean, favorable gain-giving houses to the Lagna. 11th house is not there. 4th house, 2nd house, 6th house not there. But it is more favorable to the other 7 Lord occupying 5th house, 1, 5. It is good for the opposite people or partners or the people who are all dealing with. So that way, Jupiter is really as a mixed significator. Saturn is also having favorable. So out of these 4, Jupiter, Saturn, Venus and Sun, which are having that pink shade, and Jupiter only has got some weakness, not good for the financial, not weak to the Lagna. It is good to the Lagna and also others, not on the financial prospects, right? But so the pink shades are all having favorable houses along with that some weakness. So no detrimental planets are present in this chart. So that Rahu is the only planet, 8 and 9 has got some weakness by Rahu. But being Rahu, second planet Saturn is also favorable. That also will support with some mixed significations. So though it is mixed one, presence of Lagna, presence of 11th house and 1, 5, 7, 11 or 1 and 11 and 3, 1, 3, 11. So these houses, if they are present, that is going to some more favor for the Lagna. Whenever the Lagna ruler or you can see 3rd lord, this is 11th lord. If these planets are 3 and 11, 6, 11 and 7, 3rd sublord, these planets having got good houses in cuspal lordship, if they are getting the good key planets in their supports, definitely they will get the significant support from the other planets. I think you are able to understand. So now we are given the colors to these planets. So because of this grouping, it is supportive for favorable key planets are present. Along with that, some mixed signification, it indicates it is supportive for the financial position, but not very good, so good, but it is supportive for the above average financial position, right? I think you are able to understand. So now, I mean, we have to check that, destiny and also the dasa periods for its financial prospects. Now let us save colors and check. Let us go back home. And now let us check the destiny. Now let me close this. Okay, let us go to house grouping and select the support planets, ruler support, so that we'll get the support planets also the same colors. Ruler supports and click come back homeland, sorry, home page. Let me open the control B. So now we are getting the planets with the support planets. You can see Ketu, Moon. Ketu has got Mars. Venus has got Mars, Ketu, Mercury. Sun is not having any green planets. Moon is having green three planets, and Mars is the green Ketu and Mercury. Rahu has got Mars. Rahu represents Saturn has got Ketu, Mars, Ketu. So Mars, Ketu are playing role for many planets. Mars, Ketu. You can see Mars, Ketu is fine second house. It is good and it's representing Moon also good. And Mars planet is green color planet. That's 6, 11, and 7 and 3. So it is supportive for all the planets are getting the support of the Ketu and Mars with the 2, 6, 11 grouping. It is supportive for financial supports from other planets, right? So now let us check the second lord. Second lord planet. Second lord planet is Moon. Second sublord is Mercury. Second lord is Moon. Second sublord is Mercury. Moon is second lord, blue, and star lord of Ketu is fine. And Mercury and Mars all are favorable. So second lord is signifying favorable significations. And along with that 8 and 12, it is indicating some obstacles, hurdles, or they are reducing the gain, but they are all favorable. And sublord is Mars is very good. And Mars is actually, you can see Mars is good. And you can see the moon and Ketu. Moon representing Ketu. Moon is got Mars. Moon in the sign of Mars, and of course, it is aspected by Mars also, right? If you check that birth chart, Mars is in the Capricorn sign and aspecting to the moon and Venus. So that way, that moon sublord is Mars. Mars is good key planet and moon is also good key planet. That moon is getting the support of the Mars. And star lord Ketu also getting indirectly get the support of the Mars. So this you can see 2, 10, 2 and 6 all grouping, good grouping forming good chain of houses. 2, 4, second house is there, fourth house is there, sixth house is there, 10th house is there, 11th house is there, along with that eighth house also. You can see this house 2, 4, 8 supportive for sudden gain also. So second house is good. Now second cuspal sublord. Second cuspal sublord is Mercury. Mercury second sublord also fourth sublord. So 2, 4, I said, I mean fourth lord also. It means second house and fourth house. Supportive for, investment in property. Second house is money and third house from the second house. When the money is increased, it is converted into fourth house investment. And Mercury in the star of Ketu again gain from the fourth house, gain from the second house. The person who is gaining from the money also, gaining from the properties also. Fourth lord and also fourth sublord in the star of a planet. That itself is good in the star of a planet. Ketu, it is supportive with the favorable houses. Look at Ketu. Ketu also having favorable other planets, Mars, in its supports, Mars and Moon, right? So that planet, Ketu is getting the support of the Mars, good key planet, and 12 level and sublord Mercury, 1, 4, 10, 2, 6 is very good. So this is supportive for the natives, notable, financial prospects, especially you can see 2, 4, 2, 4 all connected It is indicating 2, 4, strongly indicating money is being converted into assets, properties. From the properties is also gaining money, right? So if you open the birth chart, we can see that where is Ketu present? Ketu is in the occupant of the second house. Ketu also aspected by Mars. Mercury also aspected by Mars. Mars is a good planet. Ketu also aspected by Mars. Mercury also in the sign of Mars and aspected by the Mars. The Mars planet is Karaga planet for the property also. It is also signifying 611 from the seventh house connected to the eighth cusp and also conjoined with the Rahu from the earth sign. So this is supportive for sudden gain through the properties. That way, that Mercury second cuspal sublord and fourth sublord, it is getting the support of this star level planet and also support by the support planet by way of Rasi Lord, by way of aspecting. It is multiple supports, significant sign lord, we can say that. That way, that second sublord planet, it is also fourth sublord, also fourth lord. Here, the money is getting money. He is earning money from the properties, also earning from the business, also because occupying 10th house, 2, 16 star lord, and all are converted into properties. Is gain from the properties is more. I think you're able to understand. So now that we have studied the destiny of the second house and the earnings, the source of income from the fourth house, from the second house, and from the 10th house is going to earn money. From the business also, from the from the properties also is going to gain. That's what we could see that, right? And let us check the Dasa period. So we have studied the destiny. We have studied that occupant of the second house also we discussed. No, the Ketu occupying second house in the star of Mercury, second house occupying second house. Mercury is 1, 4, 10, 2, 6, 2, 4, 8. So that is also favorable. Second house matters. Occupant of the second house also supported by the star lord. Sublord only has got the weakness. Sublord planet is indicating some obstacles and for the money, but that is being further reduced by the Mars. Star lord of the sublord is Mars. That Mars also conjoined with the Rahu that already we discussed. Mars is conjoined with the Rahu. So that Rahu on level is getting weakness. That weak planet is getting the support from its star lord, and also that Mars is forming ruler's link that is further supporting the reducing the unfavorable. Further, Rahu represents Saturn. Saturn also it is at favorable significations. That way, money is getting supported. Money is moving towards properties or gain and all. And the sublord has got some weakness, but that weakness also further supported by Mars 8, 6, 11, supported by sudden gain also, unexpected gain also, it will support 8, 6, 11 supportive for that. So that way, this is supportive for the money by way of earnings, by way of property related is strongly signified. I think you're able to understand. Now the native is running Rahu Mahadasa from October 2018 in. Then previously he was running that Mars Dasa and Moon Mahadasa. Then previously then Sun Mahadasa. If you see that he entered into the business in the end of Venus, then Sun was running. Sun was fine but not very good for the financial prospects. And Moon planet is second lord itself is running in the star of Ketu. All these things are good. Already we discussed during the moon period, moon dasa, his earnings are good, and whatever the earning from the business, it is being put into the in the properties and started getting gain from the properties also. Moon dasa is good for his financial prospects along with the properties gain. And after that, Moon Mars was running prior to that, October 2018. Mars also, 6th Lord, 11th Lord, in the star of Moon, can see Mars is 6, 11, and 7 and third cuspal sublord. So by way of selling also, because Mars Karaga planet for the properties, 6, 11, and 7 and third cuspal sublord in the star of moon supportive for his earning, right? And the sublord is Jupiter. So the Jupiter is indicating some weakness to the Lagna, but it is supportive for others. It is, his transaction, his earnings are being utilized through his business, also for others. He will help others. 7, 5, 1, 5 are supportive to gain to the opposite party or others. And that Jupiter, he is going to support to others also. Whoever is coming to him, he will have the helping tendency, because Jupiter in the star of Saturn, that Saturn is also talking about 9, 11, 1, 5, 7, 11. Seventh Lord, having got significations 1, 5, 7, 11, it is favoring to the others. Others are, it is not that he is going to be cheated. Cheating, when will it will happen? 7, if it is connected to 1, 5, 7, 11 is fine for the Lagna, and also others. Others will get benefited, and the Lagna will get happiness also. But if it is connected to 8th house and 12th house, then that native will lose money, and with a lot of hurdles he will face, right? So but here that is not the case. Here whatever money is getting gained, it is going to be utilized for others happiness and his personal happiness also. So that sublord planet Jupiter is not strongly having got favorable signification on its own, but being the 7th lord and 10th lord, supported by the Saturn with the favorable grouping. And let us check whether Jupiter is getting support from any other favorable key planets, that is Mars. Let us check. Jupiter has got Mars. Jupiter in the sign of Mars. So Mars is passing its ruler link to the Jupiter. So his again significations, favorable significations are further supporting to the Jupiter. So Jupiter is supporting others also for the Lagna also. And Jupiter has got Ketu and Moon, the green color planets are present. So that second house also passing ruler link. So that way, this is supportive for others, but for that Mars and Moon are giving their strength with the 2, 6, 11 significator. So this indicates that not very good for the earnings, but it is supportive for the Lagna and also supportive for others. But Jupiter in the star of, suppose it is unfavorable planets are ruling at the star lord of the sublord, or sublord itself is strongly unfavorable with 8 and 12. Like whatever we discussed, that red color planets, if they are present, then would have been bad. Now it is not like that. It has got some weakness, but favorable grouping to the Lagna. 7, 10, 5, 1, 5, and 11, and 1, 5, 11. It is good only, right? It is good for the Lagna and also others. That you have to keep it in mind. Supported by the Mars and Moon. So Mars period, he would have got earnings. Earnings are good, utilized by his own activities, by for the business and also others. And after that, Rahu Dasa. Rahu is starting with the 8 and 9, sublord also 8 and 9. So definitely during that Rahu Dasa, which is the running Magha Dasa, it is definitely Lagna will face some hurdles and challenges. That is indicated strongly by the planet, and also sublord is the same planet. But we have to check the star level planet, and other levels are further increasing that unfavorable strength or reducing the unfavorable strength. Rahu in the star of Mars. Mars is good. 6, 11, 7, and 3. That Rahu getting the support of Saturn also, and Mars is conjoined with the Rahu, so that Mars is giving strength to the Rahu. And that that Mars in the star of Moon, that is also good. So the star level planet and 2A level planet are good for the planetary prospect. Though it is starting with some weakness, star level planet are reducing the unfavorable strength, or favorable strength are increased, right? And occupying 8th house, as I said already, occupying 8th house and connected to 6, 11 grouping, it is supportive for sudden gain also, right? And that 12 level is also fine. And sublord again, Rahu has come. Instead of Rahu, if it was some other planet, favorable key planet, would have been very good. But since Rahu again is coming, it is giving some obstacles to the Lagna and the money, and it is causing some obstacles or challenges to the business also. In turn, it is affecting the financial flow. So the financial flow will not be very good like it was having in the Mars Dasa and Moon Dasa. Ragu Dasa is going to be moderate, and since the destiny is good, second sublord destiny is very good, this impact is going to be comparatively lesser because it will be there. That period will try to give obstacles, but since this decision is already good, that impact is not going to be strongly that much. You understand? So Rahu is getting the support of Mars, and Mars is having got the Mercury and Ketu also. Why Mercury and Ketu? You see, Mercury and Ketu are the favorable key planets of the destiny, that is giving strength to the Mars. So that way, that star lord planet is getting strength from the favorable key planets, and that way this the star lord Rahu is going to be a mixed one according to the periods that native will experience. Right. So Rahu Dasa, Rahu Bukti will have mixed signification, but fortunately star level is good, right, and 12 level also fine. Star lord of the sublord also Mars giving strength to the sublord. So that weakness are there, but it is getting reduced, right? So that way, that planet Rahu Dasa is going to give some mixed significations for the natives. Earning when compared to the Mars, this is going to be comparatively lesser. So that is his financial prospects. And as I said, that's destiny is very good, and the destiny is supportive for the money earnings and also for the properties. Earning from the properties also indicated, and that way that is good. And moreover, that if you look at the Lagna sublot, Saturn. Saturn is in the star of Sun, 12 level Sun, and again Saturn. So Lagna sublord 1, 5, 7, 11. Whenever Lagna sublord, as I said, connected to the favorable houses to the others, 1, 5, 7, and also 11 also present, it is supportive for the gain to the opposite party, and Lagna will be having helping tendency, and that Saturn in the star of Sun, 3 and 11, it is again supportive. Though it is going to be favorable to others and also to the Lagna, 3 and 11 and 9 sublord, it is supportive for the Lagnas. 3 and 11 is good, but 12 and 9, it for the financial, it is indicating obstacles. But the Lagna's activities, that he will do the helping tendency, he will help others, because of that he will face some sort of hurdles, and money also he has to spend, that is being indicated. Fortunately sublord also Saturn, instead of sublord Saturn with 11 1 5 7 11, suppose any other unfavorable grouping houses are present, then would have been unfavorable to the Lagna. By his own activities, Lagna will face problem, because own activities by helping tendency, and Lagna is facing 311 and 811. All 11th house is strongly connected. It is favorable. But because of this 12th house are connected, it is causing, some losses or expenditure to the Lagna. That way, that Lagna, suppose, is connected to strongly connected to the 10th house and 11th house, like our previous chart we discussed, then it will give the very good status. But that is not the case here. That native has got, helping tendency, and also with above average financial prospects, and not a very good name or status in the life. But financial aspects, if you see that, very good financial prospects, earnings converted into properties, through the properties also he is earning. So since the destiny is already giving the green signal, so according to the Dasa period, the native will face the financial prospect. So overall financial prospect is good, especially by way of investment in properties, and through the properties also the native earning notable income. right? So I think that's what you have to keep it in mind. Second house is connected to fourth house, sixth house, 11th house, all supportive for the, money is being converted into properties through that gain is coming. So since here the destiny itself is connecting to that, it is very good for the financial prospects and gain through the business, but more than that, through the properties. I think you're able to understand. We'll meet in the next video. Good luck.